kids see my crippled leg and arm and say, "Mister, why do you walk like that?" I'm good with it. I really am. And I always give the same answer too. I say it's because I didn't eat my green vegetables when I was your age. Next thing you know, they'll look for a salad bar. Oh, I'm good with my crippledness. I really am. I love going to dance clubs. I find the hottest woman on the dance floor. I'll go right up to her and say, "Hey, have you ever danced with a handicapped person?" When she says no, I say, "Me neither," and I walk away. Now, there's a benefit for being handicapped, and this is it. I am very popular at the mall at Christmas time. Everybody wants to take a ride with Teddy around Christmas time. But there's one thing about this I do not like. You see this stick figure in the wheelchair? Not all us handicapped people are that thin. Although I was on a diet last year, on January 1st, 2013, I weighed 225. On December 31st, 2013, I weighed 224. Now I'm writing a diet book. Teddy's lose 1 pound a year, or 85 years to sexier you. I didn't always walk like this. As a matter of fact, I used to be quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And then Brian Urlacher of the Chicago Bears did this to me. Cowboys had let me go. It's okay, I'll be playing for St. Louis tomorrow. A lady asked me the other day what handicap I have. I said cerebral palsy. She said, "Really? My sister's husband's third cousin's daughter's boyfriend, who lives in Dayton, Ohio, has cerebral palsy. His name is Scott. Do you know him?" Yes, I do. We all know each other. Even have a secret handshake. If you talk the talk, you gotta limp the limp. That's how I roll, baby. I used to be a third base coach for a baseball team in Texas. And here the fateful day I'm trying to get my bat at the bunt sign, had a muscle spasm and told him to kick a field goal. Walking to Walmart the other day, the greeter asked me if I wanted one of those scooters. I said, "Yeah, that would be nice, thank you very much." I was arrested 3 hours later. Nobody told me it was just a loan. And Medicare did not pay for it. I was involved in a car accident recently, nothing serious, nobody hurt. Some lady rear-ended me. So I get out of the car and start walking and limping back to see if she's okay. You should have seen the look in her face as she said, "Did I do that?" As a matter of fact, you did, but I'm willing to settle out of court. A couple of days ago, I was in White Oaks Mall. Some guy comes up to me, "Would you like to donate to the disabled?" I said, "Would you?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, there you go." I tried playing golf the other day. Any golfers here? I'll never do it again, ever. No, I kept on hearing people ask me what my handicap was. I said cerebral palsy. They said, "Really? You know my sister's husband's third cousin?" I said, "Are you talking about Scott? You know him?" No, but for somebody with cerebral palsy, Scott gets around. I was wondering the other day, what would happen if I were to go to a Pentecostal church and park in a handicapped spot, and during the course of the service, someone were to lay hands and heal me? Would I have to move my car before church is over? I just don't know. You know, church has always been very important to me. I remember my baptism 30 years ago. because the minister who performed it had a short-term memory problem. Ted Ensign, because of your confession of faith, I now baptize you in the name of the Lord. Now for some announcements. The women's choir will be practicing in the chapel this afternoon at 4. The men's Bible study will be sharing a meal with Bob Evans on Tuesday. Any more announcements? Yes, Sister Dorothy Jean. What do you mean, what's Ted Denson Jr.? Who's Ted Denson? Now, thankfully, his memory came back when it was time for the resurrection. Because baptism without resurrection is called homicide. I had some surgery this past summer. I had my gallbladder taken out, and they put ID bracelets on you. And when the nurse comes to wheel you down the operating room, she looks at the bracelet for your birthday, and she says, "When's your birthday?" Well, I started climbing around. She asked me what my birthday was. I said, December 25th, 0000. I looked at her and said, "Yes, I've returned." Anyway, I'm getting ready to get discharged from the hospital. The accountant comes in and says, "Who gets the bill?" I said, "Send it to the president, because Obama cares." I'm a security guard here in Springfield. I know what you're thinking, and I agree with you. Compared to me, well, 85 does look like Dirty Harry. Now, I found the job through a help wanted ad in the paper. Actually, the first security job I had was at a funeral home, believe it or not. And it only lasted one day. I saw a black station wagon double parked. I called a tow truck. Then I got at Abraham Lincoln's tomb. After that job was over, I'm being interviewed for the job I have right now. The gentleman who's interviewing me says, "I see you got Lincoln's tomb." I said, "Yes, sir, I did." "Well, how did that go?" "Well, he's still there." My niece Melinda just had a baby. She called me the other day, "Uncle Ted, I would like a framed picture of you in your security uniform to put in the nursery." I said, "Melinda, I'm touched." She said, "Yes, I want him to know what his life will be like unless he goes to college." Went down to see my dad in Alabama a couple weeks ago. On my way home, I get arrested in this small town in Alabama for running a stoplight. Now, this town was so small, instead of mug shots, they made you take a selfie. I once dated somebody named Maria. One night at dinner, Maria tells me she has something to say that could affect the way I felt about her. I said, "That's not possible, I don't judge." She tells me she's a guy in a dress wanting a sex change. Looks like I was wrong. Now, 3 years after that, I lost a testicle to cancer. I'm okay now, but at the time I received 250 get well cards and a telegram congratulating me from Maria. Oh, I'm okay with the loss of you-know-what. Even have fun with it sometimes. Like whenever I see a brand new doctor I've never seen before, I won't tell him what's missing. I love it when they find out for themselves. And I always act like I just lost a contact lens. Nobody knew! It was here the other day. Oh, I do have my hard times. I can no longer watch the ball drop in New York City on New Year's Eve without crying. I'm trying to keep a straight face now. And Donnie B is no help to me. You know what he gave me for Christmas last year? Tickets to the Nutcracker. I am now married. It was really interesting when we announced our engagement to her family. I remember her mother. "You're a crippled security guard who wants to be a comedian." Oh, how nice. That's just what her father and I have always prayed for. That a highly educated daughter with 2 college degrees would fall in love and get married to a crippled security guard who's a comedian. I am beginning to grow on them though. For my birthday, they gave me a year's membership to eharmony.com. Now, besides having cerebral palsy, I also have ADD or attention deficit disorder. The other night, I'm in the mood for loving. Was much in the mood as somebody with cerebral palsy and one testicle can get. I go up to my wife and say, "Hey, baby, you're looking hot." And then the ADD kicked in. Do we have any Hot Pockets left? Well, she got back at me the very next day. I'm driving home from work. I hit a deer. I called it on my cell phone, told her I hit a deer. She said, "Did you kill it? Or is it walking like you?" My name's Ted Ensign. I'm on Facebook. I do have a website, www.teddenson.com. Thank you very much. God bless you.